Hello, greetings and salutations from Shanghai in China as we continue our second season on career mode in F1 2016 on PS4. We are into the third round of the season. We are into China and we're about to qualify for you. My name is Ben Waterworth, and the driver's name is Ben Waterworth too. He drives for Sauber, and just thought I'd update you on that quickly. And updating you too on a recap of the last round in Bahrain. Great qualifying, 9th position, was very satisfied with that. The race itself, stayed out of trouble at the beginning, and then found my way in 9th place. Had an opportunity on the dueling McLarens who were in front of me, and overtook both of them. In the meantime, managed to clip Fernando Alonso, spun him out into his teammate. Luckily, did not get a penalty for it. That was the only incident I really had, and managed to finish the race in 7th position. My first points of the second season on career mode. Very satisfied with that. Let's get into China, and for the second time in 3 races, we have a wet qualifying, and that's disappointing. I qualified in 5th place here last year, so I don't think I'm going to replicate that. You know, my track record in the wet is not brilliant, even though the Sauber tends to perform quite well. So let's hope that I can keep it on the island. I like this circuit, as we know. I talked about it a lot last year, but we'll see how we can go with this one. Rather a wet qualifying than a wet race. Let's just point it out that way. So currently doing okay though, still in first position as of right now, as you often are in the early parts, but that long back straight usually is the equaliser here at Shanghai, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to replicate 5th position that I got last season. But we'll keep it on the island as best as we can, and hopefully we can spring a top 10. That would be very, very nice. Get a bit racy in tomorrow, and who knows what can happen. And I was actually today talking to my friend Sam, who's usually my F1 buddy, comes to the Grand Prix with me every year in Australia, hosts a qualifying lap with me, and we often play F1 games together as well, and talking about potentially trying to make it to China one year. It's sort of our next on the bucket list. So all our Chinese F1 fans listening, you got any recommendations for us heading to Shanghai, hit us up. We'd love to hear from you. And right now, you are seeing me hold on to first place, but Hamilton surely will be faster than me here coming into this very fast-straighted Shanghai. But the power on this Ferrari in Season 2 is actually semi-decent. So right now, we could be on for a surprise one here. Just if we can hold it together in this very tricky last corner, which he does. Tell you what, I think we're going to get pole here, folks. We have. How about that? Surprise, surprise, surprise. 3rd career pole position for Ben Waterworth. Now that is one I was not expecting. Wow, I'll take it. Happy days. That's going to put me in a good mood ahead of the race tomorrow. So hopefully, dry race tomorrow. And that should help our chances of going for our maiden victory. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay. Wow. Now, last year in China, I qualified 5th and finished in 16th position. So I remember that was my first real incident with the Williams, wasn't it? Bottas and I had that incident on the back straight. Excuse me. Let's fingers crossed for a dry race. And we've obviously got the updated drag on this round that we put on with Chris last round. You saw we're thrashing Hulkenberg, so I should win this rivalry easily. And we're doing very well. And it looks like we're going to have a dry race. Okay. Let's keep it together. And let's maintain some excitement here. What do you think, folks? Maiden victory? Maiden victory? Can you smell it? Can you smell what Ben's cooking? You know, I've just jinxed myself. Alright. Casual Gamer Oz. Let's take a look at the grid for China. My 3rd ever pole position. Very, very excited about that. So you'll see my face there. Hamilton in 2nd. Rosberg. Alonso's improved this time around. 4th place for him. And we've got Vettel in 5th. Ricciardo, very eclectic. First 6th there. Button in 7th. Raikkonen down in 8th. Verstappen, well down in 9th. Perez in 10th. Bottas 11th. Hulkenberg in 12th. Massa. Grosjean in 14th. Sainz in 15th. Magnussen 16th. Kvyat way down in 17th. Palmer 18th. Verline 19th. Haryanto 20th. Gutierrez way down in 21st. And Nazar 22nd for him. Alrighty, folks. For the 3rd time, we're on pole. Now, I went for the chop last time in Italy, and we saw that basically got me taken out. Canada, I maintained it, and at least only got overtaken by one car, and I got 2nd. My third pole is underway. We're going to put it straight into rich mode as well. We're going to allow this to just naturally happen. I think for the very first time I can say on pole position, I have not been overtaken off the start. So that's a positive. The cleanest I've ever gotten away from pole. And this will be the first time I've ever led a Grand Prix into a corner. So good start here by Ben Waterworth. And that is what we wanted. So we're going to have racing Mercedes on us all afternoon. And we just need to maintain this and not run wide. Stay in the zone. And a first victory could be ours. Again, we don't want to jinx it. It's way too early to be thinking about that. Oh, see what I mean? I run myself wide. That allows Hamilton through. Now if I can plant one up the inside of him here. Oh, yes. That's how we do it. Oh. Okay, and that's allowed Rosberg to get up into second. Now, you got to remember, Mercedes haven't won a Grand Prix this season. Hamilton's a reigning champion, in this game at least. And they won every single Grand Prix last year with the exception of Daniel Ricciardo. Was that Austria he won that, from memory? I can't remember what race it was. I'm pretty sure it was Austria. But, yeah, so they basically were undefeated last year. Now, I'm just going to not do anything stupid. I'm just going to let them overtake me. It's kind of what I did in Mexico. I just let them overtake me, and then I would just outbrake them going into the corner. So that's my strategy in this race. I'm not going to do what I did last year and get over racy and how Bottas and I ended up in the wall together. Alrighty, lap 1. My very first time I can say I've officially led a Grand Prix lap, and we're done. And I've set a fastest lap as well. So I can officially say, as a Sauber driver, I have led a Grand Prix. Now, this is what I did last year. I ran right into this corner and that allowed the Ferraris past. And then I think I took out Rosberg in that corner last year. I was just getting ahead of myself there, Ben. Shit. Now my sparring partner from last round is there. Oh, it all goes airy in that corner for the second year in a row. And now I've got damage to the front wing. Shit a brick. Okay, keep it together. You're still in this. You drop back to third. It's all good. I don't know if you'll catch the Mercedes. It's all about maintaining a podium now. You got to compose it, Ben. You got to compose it. Compose yourself. This is what happens on casual game runs. Oh, I think I've caused poor Alonso again. He was battling for third. Now he's getting overtaken by a Ferrari. Wow, poor Fernando. Well, I don't really like the guy anyway. So I was about to talk about Sauber and their lack of victory, and I know people are going to correct me and say, well, they won with Robert Kubica. I don't classify that as a Sauber victory. I classify that as a BMW victory. Just let Vettel go past. Off you go, Seb. Come on. I'm just going to outbrake you anyway. And again, it's just that opening corner that just does it for me. So gutted. Still in 4th place. They want me to finish. Look at that. I qualify on pole, and they still only want me to finish in the top 15. So, again, the expectations of what Sauber believe I can actually do, even though it's the 3rd time I've gotten them a pole position, and I've gotten them 2 podiums in the past. They still don't have that high viewpoint on me, do they? Alright, Daniel Ricciardo, I can smell him. I can smell that smile. Let's forget about the Mercedes. We know the Mercedes are gone now. I'm not going to win this race. It's all about getting a podium. It's about getting back Danny Rick and finishing on the podium. That's our goal right now. Thrown away the victory. Not throw away a podium finish here. I'm just hanging on to him. I'm just gradually keeping on the back of that wing, but I've also got a Ferrari behind me, and I'm going to run wide, and he's going to pass me here. Oh, I don't want to cut across him. Okay, I've got enough of a gap on him. Okie dokie. He's back straight though. I'm just not close enough to get DRS, and I'm not close enough to be able to take a go at him into the hairpin. He's going to get enough speed of me pulling out of it into the straight, and then I'm going to have Ferrari haunting my anus. Alright, just stay on the racing line, Ben. Stay on the racing line. He's going to have DRS. He's going to go to the right-hand side of me. Oh, no. Thought twice about it. So with the AI in F1 2017 are a little bit more racy. I've been watching a few videos of it actually that have come out recently, and there's some great battles going on in that game too. So I wonder if come F1 2017 Vettel would have tried to shove one up the inside. We know Massa did that to me in Hungary, didn't he, and basically took me out of the race. So I guess it's a bit of a 50-50 spread whether or not they do it or not. So yeah, obviously Vettel didn't want to do it that time around. Okay. Still not giving up on this. I've still got 2 laps to get Danny Rick. Just got to keep this clean into that back straight. Maybe get a bit of DRS on him and then go into the hairpin. And 1.9 seconds just listening to Jeff there, so I'm not within DRS range. That's not good enough for me at the moment. And it's not going to work if I have to let off the throttle there and add a bit of the brake pedal. Yeah, I've kind of got a feeling 4th place might be mine for the taking today. I think I might have left this a little bit too late for Ricciardo. Maybe it's a case of defending Vettel. And Alonso's dropped way back. He's not even in 6 now. Button's in 6. Interesting. The Albert Park winner has had a couple of shitters, and I think I'm to blame for both of them. Alright. Let's defend 4th place. Again, we're just going to stay to the racing line. Oh! Now Vettel's easily got me here. Side by side. Should get DRS. Oh, Button's opportunistic, if you don't mind, Jensen. Whoa, Seb. I'm going to have to brake and I'm going to have to slide around both of them there. Oh, my goodness. And that is not what you want. And shit, I'm losing positions left, right, and centre here. Oh, fuck. That is not what I needed. Okay, I've got DRS here. Should be able to make some of these positions back. Let's get racy in this final lap. Very racy. Verstappen, what are you doing, you little prick? You can't do that. I'm on your left-hand side there, Maxi. Don't be a bastard. Oh, Kimi. Let's shove it up the inside here of both of them. No, I've got McLaren on the right-hand side of me. Okay, wow. This is tight. I've managed to go from pole position and 1st, and now I'm battling over the minor points. Oh, no. I've completely outbraked myself there. Got way too opportunistic. Now that drops me back to 9th place. I'm not even going to get points now. I'm not even going to get points. And what was this about, saying that 15th was easy? Oh, I'm not even going to get my team's expectations here at the moment. Did Kvyat just do a little jump there? Did you see that? Oh, my tyres have got grass on them. I'm spinning. I'm last. How am I last? This is an absolute tragedy. This is a tragedy of epic proportions. Something's wrong with my car here. I'm sliding all over the place. I think it's all the debris that I've got on my tyres. Oh my goodness. From what looked like an extremely promising result here, folks, is going to be the most disappointing race of my entire career. I'd almost rather crash out, at least attempting to race, than this. Wow. Rosberg wins. This is ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. I can't even speak right now. I'm going to get beaten by my fucking teammate. I'm going to get beaten by Felipe Nazar. Well, if you ever wanted a video to live up to the reputation of Casual Gamer Oz, folks, you've got it today. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, thank you, Captain Obvious. I don't even know what to say. I'm in shock. I'm in absolute shock at that performance. Let's at least enjoy the sight of me being on pole position and leading off the beginning for once. It all came down into that turn 1 running wide, the Mercedes, and then just... It's not like I even really had an incident, was it? There you go. That's me leading a Grand Prix. And basically from there, hell in a high basket. It was done and dusted. I don't even want to see the rest of it. Anyway, Rosberg wins, Hamilton second, Ricciardo third, Vettel fourth, Button, Raikkonen, Verstappen, Alonso, Perez, Bottas, yeah, fuck them all. Wow, I've dropped down to 10th, Rosberg leads, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Vettel, Alonso, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Button, Perez, myself. Constructors-wise, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, Force India, Sauber, myself, that's obviously us there, Williams, Toro Rosso, Mano, Renault and Haas. An extremely disappointing end to that race. I have no excuses, that was terrible. Join us next time around on Casual Gamer Oz, where hopefully we can not fuck up as much as we did in that Grand Prix. We're in Russia next. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, tell me how shit I am, because I deserve all the comments and all the hate after that terrible showing. So thank you for tuning to Casual Gamer Oz, and I'm going to go learn how to drive a fucking car.